All right, working on a Honda V6, but this will work for any vehicle that has an aluminum oil pan. So this little vehicle took a beating, and let me show you what happened. All right, so we're sliding under the vehicle right here, and there is the oil pan right there. And right where this mark is at, there's a crack. The crack is right there. So it's been leaking oil. Can you see that? Crack. Crickety crack, crack, crack. Don't smoke crack. So, what I'm going to do, this vehicle has been draining oil for the last 7 days. I know most people are not going to have that kind of time to drain oil, but I want to get all oil residue off of this, okay? And pulled the oil drain plug there. And it's been draining oil, and then I took some brake cleaner, and I shot it up to where the oil drain bolt goes, and I let that drain out too. Just trying to clean out the inside as well as possible, so I went like this, right? Did that a few times over the last couple days to get the oil out. Clean that up. And then I'm going to take a Dremel, which I picked up from Harbor Freight. I'll put a link in the description below. I'll put links to all the stuff I use in this video down below. And I'm going to take a Dremel, and I'm going to grind this down a little bit. I'm going to make this a little bit wider so that I have a good place to put the epoxy. And what I'm going to use to do it is QuickSteel. QuickSteel. Who makes this stuff? By Blue Magic. Blue Magic QuickSteel. So I'm going to open this up a little bit, grind it down, get this stuff situated, the QuickSteel, press it into here, and then let it sit overnight, and hopefully that stops the crack. So you can see, took a hit right here. Here, this is all scraped up. There's scrapes here and here. Moral of the story is don't run your vehicle over a high curb. But enough talk, let's do this. I'll go get the Dremel tool. Actually, I'll get a clean rag, spray this off, get a Dremel tool, start cutting this open a little bit. There's oil there still, I can feel it. Okay, got a rag. Spraying all this outside stuff down. Wipe that off. Now come in here with my Dremel tool. Pick this up from Harbor Freight Special. They come with different attachments, so I have the little round one that has kind of a, what do you call it? Kind of like a little file on the end, just a little ball file. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Just gonna go in here, grind this down. Start here, make an indentation. Start here, make an indentation to stop the crack from going any farther. I'll come in here kind of try to make a V groove, if I can do that at all. Don't forget your safety goggles. Okay, let's see how this goes. Just giving it something to bite onto, giving the, cutting a groove in here to give the epoxy something to bite onto. Got this all cleaned up with the little Dremel tool. Went back and forth. You guys can see I just sped it up there, but I was just trying to go back and forth on the line, give it a little bit of, something to bite onto on the left and on the right of the cut. So on the QuickSteel, instructions are pretty simple. You just cut this off with a knife, and then you knead it with your fingers. Kneading it, you knead it like dough. And once it starts getting warm, that's when you apply it. You only have about 5 minutes to work with this stuff, so just be careful. Once you start, don't quit. Clean this off one last time. Let that air dry out. And I'll come here, cut it off, and cut a small piece off with the QuickSteel. When you guys cut it, you'll see that there's two different materials inside there. So this will work for any oil pan, be that a steel one or aluminum one. If you guys are trying to epoxy a oil pan. If you ran over something or hit a curb, or just cracked on you like a stress crack. As you can see, I'm just kneading it together. Okay, been kneading it for about 2 minutes. Take it here, trying to push it up into the crack. Just trying to press it up into the crack. Just trying to get it up into the crack as well as possible. Pushing it up with my palm. Spreading out far enough from the crack, you know, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. Okay. So let that dry. I'll come back, fill it up, install the drain bolt, and we'll see if it holds. I'll give this about 24 hours to dry.
It's been about 6 hours.
See you in 24 hours.
So, seems pretty tough. I'm going to fill it up with oil and let it sit overnight and see if I have any drips in the morning. I put the drain bolt back into place. You can see it right there. So that's in place. And then hopefully this QuickSteel fix worked. Let me fill it back up with oil. And I'll follow up with you in probably another 6 hours. Okay, so it's been drying for about 10 hours with oil in it. Don't see anything coming out. So next thing to do is put some miles on the vehicle. Put 40, 60 miles on it. Come back and see if it holds. So put about 100 miles on it. You can see it's still dripping oil. And I think it's my fault, okay? So I did see the crack down here, right there. And up along, hopefully you guys can see it, up along the rim, kind of right up there, there was another small crack that I didn't see until I actually filled it up with oil. So once I filled it up with oil and I saw it leaking, I just started pouring more. Once I saw it dripping out more oil, I just put more QuickSteel on it, QuickSteel, and tried to build it up. But there's already oil on it, so I don't know if it got good adhesion or not. So I think that's my fault because it was cracked right along here as well. I think if that was the only crack, I think it would have held. But it's coming out this way. I mean, it's slowed down 90%, but it's not perfect. So I can either try to clean this up and apply some more QuickSteel, or just replace the oil pan. Found it on Rock Auto for like $50. So we will see. But I think if I had done it correctly, if I had seen that other crack, it was a hairline crack up there, and ground it down like I did this one, I think I would have gotten it. I think it would have worked. But it's a lot better than what it was, so I'm going to call this one a success, even though it's still leaking. I think it's my fault, right? So I'm man enough to tell you guys when I screw up. But hopefully this has helped you out. If you can, please subscribe to BundysGarage, and like always, I'll keep it rolling for you.